Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
Howdy ho, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Wet Groundhog Day, Thursday, February 2nd. 2023. Hey, there is light at the end of the tunnel, though, and I'll tell you all about it coming up in this morning's edition of your primetime forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Be sure you scan that QR code on the screen, click the link at the top of the video, or call Jamie at 256-831-7770 to find out just how much money Jamie Dukas can save you on this Groundhog Day. All eyes are on Gobbler's Knob in Poxawanee, Pennsylvania. It'll happen at about 6:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. We'll see if Phil sees his shadow or not, and to be quite honest with you, there's about a 50-50 shot it could go either way this morning. I've already checked the weather forecast up there. Looking at partly cloudy skies early this morning, going mostly cloudy by this afternoon. So we don't know what Phil is going to see if he sees his shadow. It's a sign that the next 6 weeks will bring wintry weather. If Phil does not see his shadow, it means an early spring. And again, at the moment, we're giving Phil about a 50-50 odds at going either way with this. So we'll know, though, in about an hour. As this edition of your primetime forecast recorded at 4:30 a.m. Central, and all this will happen around 5:30 a.m. Central this morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, up in Poxawanee, Pennsylvania, as we wait to see what Phil is going to see. I can tell you what you're going to see across East Alabama and West Georgia today, and that is going to be rain. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime, and make sure you click that little bell so that when we go live for severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get notification. That's not always the case if you just simply rely on Facebook. The way their algorithm works, it may be 2 or 3 days before you get notified that we have gone live for severe weather. YouTube's different, so that's why it's very important to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel over there. So for today, we are looking at general scattered thunder, basically south of I-85 on the eastern side of the state, and then south of about Walker County over on the western side of the state, and then down into southern Georgia, northwest Florida. There is a marginal risk of a severe storm, pretty much from about Pensacola over to Apalachicola. Maybe Panama City, Fort Walton Beach could see a strong thunderstorm today, but nothing like that across East Alabama and West Georgia. It's just going to be one of those days where it's going to be kind of cool, breezy, with occasional showers. It's not going to rain all day long, but there will be a decent chance of rain all day long, and that'll continue on into this evening. So as we look at tomorrow, all of this stuff will start to push on off to the east. Believe it or not, we're going to dry out after about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, and there's not another mention of rain until at least Wednesday of next week. Yeah, we may be looking at 4 to 5 days here of no rain. It's been a minute since we have had a stretch of time with no precipitation to amount to 4 or 5 days. And then as we take a look at Saturday, all of that stuff moves way down into southern Florida, nothing across East Alabama or West Georgia. So we'll have a great opportunity here to dry out some over the next 4 to 5 days. Current conditions at the East Alabama Bee Company, it is 48 degrees this morning. The high yesterday was 59. We do have rain currently. Wind out of the north-northeast at 3, gusting to 9. The humidity is at 98%. Barometric pressure 30.19. Just a trace of rain so far. That rain bucket will continue to fill up as we go throughout the day and into tonight. Sunrise this morning at 6:34 a.m. Sunsets at 5:15 p.m. We are going to invite you to stop by M.L. Aubrey's in downtown Roanoke and Randolph Farmers Co-op up in Wedowee to pick up that East Alabama Bee Company honey. You got to stop by there, pick up some of that stuff. It is good honey, and that's where you get it. All right, so today we are headed for 53 in Roanoke, 51 in Ashland, 51 also at Lineville, Wedowee. Ranburne goes to 50. Sylacauga will top out at 52. Alexander City at 55. And Lafayette will hit 55 this afternoon. Again, cloudy, cool, breezy, occasionally wet day. And then tonight, it's going to be just a cold rain. If you make it up into extreme North Alabama, right along the Tennessee Valley region of North Alabama up into southern Tennessee, could run into some frozen precipitation up there as we get into the late afternoon. They've got some up there right now. They basically from about Pulaski, Tennessee to the north. We actually have snow falling up there in Tennessee this morning. But none of that nonsense across East Alabama or West Georgia. It'll all be in the liquid form today. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. A 100% chance of rain today. Again, it's not going to rain all day long, but there is a high chance of rain all day long. 53 will be your high. 100% chance of rain continuing tonight. Rain should start to subside after about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, though we cannot rule out a stray shower as the sun rises tomorrow morning. If that is the case, it won't last long, and most of the rain will be moving on into Georgia by the time you leave the house for work or school tomorrow. So we'll give you a slight chance of an early a.m. shower, then mostly sunny by Friday afternoon, high temperature near 50. It's going to get awfully cold Friday night as winter returns down to 26. Then for the weekend, mostly sunny on Saturday, 51, maybe a little wraparound moisture. We won't see any rain making it to the ground, but it may be mostly cloudy on Sunday. 60 will be the high. And then on Monday and Tuesday of next week, 65 Monday. Look at Tuesday, 67. We're going to be getting awfully close to 70 degrees by Tuesday. And so our next weather system starts to move in on Wednesday with temperatures that warm this time of year, and yet another storm system coming on Wednesday. Well, you know where I'm going with this. We definitely will see moisture return by the middle of next week. And right now there's a decent chance we could see some strong thunderstorms. So we'll keep an eye on that for you and fine-tune the forecast as we get a little bit closer. Here's your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar showing mostly light rain across East Alabama and West Georgia. I'll take you down to county level and show you that we have some light rain across Randolph County down into Chambers over here in West Georgia. Carroll, Heard, Troup County getting in on the action. Back in Alabama, we've got some light showers in Clay, Talladega, Tallapoosa, Coosa, and this is just stuff, really light stuff in nature. It stretches all the way up to Atlanta. You know, all you have to do is mention the word rain, and things get sideways in Atlanta. So be careful if you're driving up there this morning. We'll zoom back out and show you the big picture. The northern edge of the precipitation shield. It's cold enough up there for some winter precipitation. So basically from about Washington, D.C. down to around Lynchburg, and then into northern Tennessee down to a point near Nashville, maybe down to around Pulaski, Tennessee, and then over to Memphis, back near Hot Springs, Arkansas, and all the way back to Dallas, Texas. We have a winter mess taking place there. Where you see the blues and the whites, that's mostly snow. Where you see the reds and the pinks, that is freezing rain, causing some serious travel problems up there on I-40 this morning across the state of Tennessee. Of course, the greens and yellows, mostly rain. And that's well to the north of Alabama, so we don't anticipate any of that here. Our temperatures are much above freezing, so no problems here. But if you're going to be traveling to the north, let's say Nashville, maybe even Knoxville this afternoon. I don't think it gets cold enough there this morning, but late in the day this afternoon, Knoxville could. Certainly down into the Great Smokies could have some problems there late this afternoon and during the overnight tonight. And then all the way back toward Memphis, like I said, Hot Springs, Springs, Arkansas, Dallas. If you're traveling into any of those areas, I encourage you not to. They have got a mess out there. And this has been ongoing now for a couple of days, and it's going to continue for most of today and into tonight before all this starts to move on off to the east. What does that mean for us? Just a lot of cold rain. You see that our precipitation shield stretches all the way back into southern Texas, and all of that's got to move through Alabama before we're done. So, like I said, on and off showers throughout the day today, continuing throughout most of tonight, should start to exit by 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. If you go to our website, you'll notice an orange button in the upper right-hand corner. It says Donate. That's how you help support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. And we depend on your support to be able to continue to bring you our weather coverage on a daily basis and severe weather coverage when severe weather breaks out. Also, the fine folks you see scrolling on the left, like Genesis Weight Clinic in downtown Roanoke, and also Auction 431 South down in Phoenix City, Alabama. These folks are our partners. They help support us as well. If you own a business, if you're part of a civic organization, a county or municipal government across East Alabama and West Georgia, and would like to help support us, we invite you to do so. All you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and I can tell you how to sign up online, and we can have you started before we do our very next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will come first thing tomorrow morning right here on Dr. Don's Weather. Happy Groundhog Day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.